Everyone, as we have, it is our ninth day of DSA Cracker series. We have done total 9 problems, and we will jump to the next problem, that is minimum number of the jumps that is required to reach to the end of the array. Okay, let's see what problem statement is. Here it is given that you're given an array of a non-negative number. Each number tells you the maximum number of steps you can jump forward from that position. For example, arr I equal to 3, you can jump I plus 1, means if I equal to 1, then we have to jump 2. I equal to 2, then we have jump equal to 3. That it means if arr equal to 0, then cannot jump forward. Your task is to find the minimum number of jumps needed to move from the first position in the array to the last position, and return -1 if you can't reach to the end. As you see, you are given an array arr where each element represents the maximum number of steps you can move forward from that position. Your task is to find minimum number of jumps needed to reach the last index starting from the first index. For example, in this array it is given that from arr, if we take arr 0, that is 1, so it does not have 0, so it can jump. If the array has first element equal to 0, then it cannot jump. Okay, now if we take I is equal to 0, then we have to jump I plus 1, means our jump is equal to jump, and our jump is equal to 1. Okay, if we take I is equal to 2, then what is our jump will be 1 plus 2, that is equal to 3. We have to take 3 jumps, means we have to jump to index 4, means 0 1 2 3 4th index. If I is equal to 4, now we have got index 4 plus 1, we have to jump 5 index, then 5 1 2 3 4 5, we will get 9 arr 4, that is jump beyond the end. Key idea is we use a greedy approach to keep track of jumps, how many jumps you have made, farthest index you can currently reach, and current end. So let's code this using greedy approach, and let's get our solution. So let me first code it, and then I will explain it to you. If arr 0 is compared to Let's compile this code and check whether it is working or not. It is showing runtime error in line 31. I guess. Let's see. It should show the lines like VS Code, but it is not showing like that. Return -1. Let's run it again. It is showing runtime error again. Why it is showing runtime error? I think I have made some mistake over. Return -1, line 1, line 31. Okay, I have to make it along with the for loop. So now we are getting our answer, that is, if we take I is equal to 0, then it takes total 3 jumps, and what is expected, that is also equal to 3. Okay, let me explain the code for you. As we can see here, that the problem I have given is an array problem, which each element tells how far you can jump. So basically the first line what we have is, first we have defined the class, define the function minimum jumps using parameters arr and self. Then we have written n equal to length of array, that is to get the length of the array. Next we have created a if this is if the array has one or fewer elements, you already at the end it shows this loop is made. If the element is less than or equal to 1, then we are already at the end. If the and then next loop is made, because if the first element is 0, you are stuck, as it is given in the question that you cannot jump forward. Okay, now after that we have defined the jump farthest and current end. What is this? Jump equal to 1 means that at least one jump is needed. Farthest equal to arr 0, farthest index we can reach, and current end equal to arr 0, the end index of our current jump. Jump states that how many jumps we have made so far. The farthest index we can reach from the current window, and current end the end of the range of the current jump. Then we have created a for loop. For it is starting I from range 1 to n minus 1. Okay, if you are at the last index, if you are at the we are comparing I with n minus 1. If you are at the last index, return how many jumps it took there. If then we have defined a farthest max. At the every step calculate the farthest point reachable from here. So we have defined I is compared with the current end, jumps to be incremented by 1. Okay, we need another jump. If I current end, if I is compared with the current end and jump is incremented with 1 and current end, update the new jump range. If you are at the end of your current jump range and you need to make a new jump, increase the jump count using the increment, and then we have to update that to the new farthest position. Now at the end we have written that if current end is less than equal to I, return -1. If your new current end is not ahead of you, you are stuck, then return -1. If the loop finishes without returning, then return -1. Okay, this is the process by which we can get our solution of getting minimum jumps to get the end of this array to the farthest point. And let's submit this code and check whether it is solving all test cases or not. Yes, it is solving all test cases. It is one of the toughest solution. Now, this has only 11.91 accuracy, and it is solving all the test cases. Hence we have done it and we have gained score 26, and today is 17th May. Hence we are on the streak of completing this DSA Cracker series. Follow for more. Thank you. You can see your submission code over here in the submission section. Thank you and have a nice day.